So right now it's like 5:30 in the morning, and usually I wake up at 6, but I woke up at 4 a.m. this morning and could not fall back asleep, so that was super awesome. So I'm just going down to the computer lab in my dorm to do my math homework that's due today. And then I'm going to work out, but this is a great start to the week. Okay, so I got done working. Yeah, it was a good time, and then I got my coffee, and usually I get this thing called an iced caramel twist, which is basically an iced caramel macchiato, but I switched it up and got an iced vanilla. Oh my gosh, an iced vanilla latte. But it turns out they're basically the same thing, except for it just doesn't have the caramel syrup, which is fine because I don't need the caramel syrup, which is literally just candy to start my day off. So now I'm going to shower, get ready, and go to class. Okay, so I just got done with all my classes, and I'm back in my dorm, and I had to compost like 4 of my cuties because from that 5-pound bag, I couldn't eat them all, and I only had 4 left, and they went bad. So I composted them. My physics lab today, okay, so like our lab time is scheduled for 3 hours, but usually it only takes us like 2 hours max, but today it took the full 3, and it was so exhausting. But I like my lab partners, so that was good. Like, it wasn't annoying that I had to stay longer, other than the fact that it, like, actually took the full amount of time when I'm not used to that. But this week, because we have a chem test on Wednesday, we don't have a lab on Friday, so that's super nice, because then on Friday, my only class starts at 3:30 p.m. So, it's so nice.
Okay, everyone, we're out here at dinner. Rate the meal. 1 to 10.
8, 7.
Pretty good. Mine, 10 out of 10. Taco bowl. Yep.
Okay, everyone, so I'm back in my dorm, and if you guys didn't know, I am a freshman in college, and it's my 2nd semester, and I was thinking today, I'm like, there are a lot of things that surprised me about college that, like, they're not, like, super big things, but nobody ever actually talks about them. So, like, I had no idea. So I wanted to go over a few. So the first one is that there's still a bell in college. I don't know if this is on all campuses, but, like, we still have a bell. For some reason, I thought that your teacher would just dismiss you, like, from everything, so I was really confused. Also, you, like, in college, everybody's like, oh my gosh, you have so much free time, blah, blah, blah. And yeah, like, you have a lot more time when you're not in class, but you also have a lot more work to do, and, like, clubs take up a lot more time than just, like, after school. And yeah, it's just, like, you do have a lot of time where you're not in a classroom, but you also have a lot more work to do outside of the classroom. So when I was, like, on my way to college, I mean, I knew I was going to be homesick, but I was also, like, I was a pretty independent high schooler. Like, I'd been going to the doctor alone since I was a junior, and, like, I don't know, I would just, like, do stuff for myself. Like, I would tell my parents, okay, yeah, I'm going to do this, and they're like, okay, go for it, like, you can do it. But I appreciate that because now I know how to do a lot of things that other people don't know how to do or are, like, scared to do. But because I was like, oh, I'm so independent, whatever, I'm a high schooler, but I, like, do all my own stuff, I was like, I'm not gonna be homesick, whatever, like, I've done this at home. It's so much different when you're not in your own, like, hometown and just, like, not familiar with, like, everything around you. So that was one thing that surprised me a lot. But now, like, 2nd semester, I'm definitely a lot better than I was. People actually ride the bus That's one thing that really was weird to me. Because, okay, the first time you go to campus, you're like, no matter like what size school, you're always like, oh my god, this is so big. Like, I'm gonna get lost. Whatever. You'll figure it out in like a week or two. So don't worry about that. But like, I don't ride the bus to class usually. Usually I only ride the bus if I'm going off campus or it's more than like a 15-minute walk. But some people ride the bus like, which would be a 10-minute walk, but they ride it every day, which like I did not expect. I don't know. I just thought that like people would walk everywhere, but no. Also, some people have mopeds to drive. Like, it probably takes them 2 minutes to get to class, which is awesome, but it's also kind of like not necessary at all. Oh my gosh, also this part, okay, so classes in college, like, obviously some of them take attendance, but usually like big lectures, which like, especially if you're in it freshman year, usually big lectures are not mandatory in lecture, but they are in discussion or lab or anything like that. But sorry, I'm looking at my fish. So like in high school they were mandatory, but if you missed a day, you'd be able to make it up in like 10 minutes. Like, what, you miss one worksheet? But in college, like, you miss one day and you'll feel like you're behind for at least like 2 weeks, or at least that's me, because like even if I am caught up, I feel like I'm behind because I just had to play catch up for that little bit. So that was kind of a shock. Another thing that I had them written out and posted, but one thing that wasn't on a post-it is like, I didn't realize how much high school sports like influenced my health. Like, I was a swimmer and a synchronized swimmer in high school, and I knew that like I was healthy and I could like eat as much as I did because I was swimming, but like I didn't assume that would change so much. But when they say freshman 15, ooh, yeah, they're not kidding. Like, that's something that everybody's like, oh, freshman 15, whatever, like, you're not gonna get it. But all I gotta say is watch out, because it comes pretty fast, sneaks up on you. So it's always easier to just like stay ahead, get on a good workout grind, and stay ahead instead of catch up. But yeah, those are just some little things that I've found out, or like things that I've learned being at college for a semester and a half. So yeah, but now back to the normal vlog. I'm just doing my homework. I have to study because my chem test is on Wednesday. And another thing I learned, no matter how much or how little you studied in high school, you're gonna have to study in college. Learn that the hard way, but you know, improving is always key. You will get there, so just keep chugging along. But yeah, I gotta study for my chem test, and then my fish is like freaking out right now. But I gotta study for my chem test, and then let me actually see what I have. Yeah, that's it. I finished my math homework, so just gonna do some chem. Yeah, well, yeah. Clocking out. Talk to you later. Bye.